science. Look at this picture. How beautiful it is, isn't it? Yes. Why? Because of different trees and plants. Yeah, we are talking about plants. Plants are very special to us, isn't it? Yes, because their presence makes the world so beautiful. Plants are important too. They give us oxygen to breathe, food to eat, many more things. We can say that directly or indirectly we depend on the plants. Now children, in previous classes you already studied about different kinds of plants. Photosynthesis, part of plants, their functions. But now we will study how plants make their food. And this is only a first chapter, chapter 1, food making in plants. Let's recall some points related to this. Green plants make their own food. You all know green plants make their own food. And the part where the food is prepared is leaves. That means leaves are responsible for making the food. Now tell me children one thing. At your home, where the food is prepared, what do you call it? Yeah, kitchen. Same way, food is prepared in the leaves. So leaves are also called food factories or kitchen of the plant. As there are different kinds of plants with different types of leaves of various shapes and sizes, but they all have the common features. What are they? That we will study in the structure of leaf. See, this is the picture of leaf. Now children, this green, flat and broad part is called leaf blade. Leaf blade is also known as lamina. Now you can see a thick line running through the center of the leaf. It's called midrib. A thick line running through the center of the leaf is called midrib. Now you can see children, many lines are emerging from the midrib on both the sides. These one. So these lines are called veins. What it is called? They are called veins. Now the tip of the leaf. Now the tip of the leaf is called leaf apex. Now can you see this part children? Small stem of the leaf is attached to the main stem of the plant. A small stem of the leaf is attached to the main part of the plant is called petiole. What it is called? Petiole. Now children, in these veins, two tubes are present. What are present? Two tubes. Where? In these veins. In this way, two tubes are present. That is xylem and phloem. What are the names? Xylem and phloem. You already know root absorbs water and minerals from the soil, isn't it? But how it is carried to the stem? As you already studied that roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. So, but how it is carried to the plants or stem? It is carried through the xylem. Xylem carry water and minerals from the root to the other parts of the plant like stem. Now food which is prepared in the leaves is carried by the phloem to the different parts of the plant. So these are the two tubes which is present inside the vein. But when I have shown you the structure of leaf, you are able to see this xylem and phloem? No. So, how can you see these tubes? So, question arises, how can we see what is inside the leaves? We can see inside of a leaf with the help of a microscope. Now, you must be wondering, what is microscope? Isn't it? See, microscope is like this. This is the picture of microscope. It is used to see that small objects which we can't see from the naked eyes. So, microscope is an instrument used to see the objects that are too small to be seen by the naked eyes. Now, when we see a leaf under the microscope, you will be able to see that two tubes, that is xylem and phloem. But many more things you can see. Now see, this is the section of leaf seen under the microscope. So this is xylem, carry food, and this is xylem, carry water and minerals. And this is the purple color, this is a phloem. Phloem, and this carries the food from the leaves to the different part of the plant. Now can you see this, children? These are the cells. As you can see, all cells are green in color. Now why? Because in the leaves, a green color pigment is present. In the leaves, green color pigment is present, that is called the chlorophyll. That's why all the leaves looks green, because chlorophyll is present in them. Similarly, the cells are green in color because chlorophyll is present. Now you can see this lowest layer. This is called the stomata. These all are stomatas, and the opening of each stomata is called the stoma. Now you must be wondering, what is stomata? You all know now. In the previous classes you have studied that stomata is the tiny pores present on the lower surface of the leaves. They are too small, which we can't see from the naked eyes. Now see, this is the leaf, and when we will see under the microscope, you will see this is the structure of stomata. And this stomata is also, you all know, this stomata is a breathing organ of the plant. So this is the microscopic structure of the stomata. This is the microscopic structure of stomata. You can see this stomata under the microscope. It looks like this. Now children, what is the role of stomata in the leaves? As you all know, the stomata is the breathing organ of the plant. That means it exchanges the gases. It helps in exchange of gases. Means that it gives the oxygen and it takes inside the carbon dioxide from the air and gives out the oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Now, the release of extra water. Now, whatever extra water is there in the leaves, that also released from the leaves in the form of water vapor. The release of extra water from the leaves in the form of water vapor. And this process is called transpiration. Whatever the extra water is there in the leaves, stomata helps to release it in the form of water vapor. This process is called transpiration. I will show you the picture. See, this is the leaf and if you see under the microscope, you see the water is evaporating in the form of water vapor, that is called the transpiration. Now children, I was talking about that plants make the food with the help of photosynthesis. Now, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis are two words. What are they? They are photosynthesis. Photo means light. Synthesis means putting together. So together, photosynthesis means putting light together. Now in the previous classes you already learned the definition of the photosynthesis. What is the definition of photosynthesis? Yes, plants prepare their food in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight by the help of carbon dioxide and water. Is called the photosynthesis. Now children, what I have said? I said that green plant prepare the food. Where they will prepare food? In the leaf. Now what happens? In leaf, the chlorophyll is present. Green colored pigment. So chlorophyll which is present in the leaves traps the sunlight from the sun, and plant draw water and mineral through the roots, and carbon dioxide from air through the stomata. Carbon dioxide from air through stomata. Then these change into the food by the green leaves in the presence of sunlight, and that food is called the glucose. So this is the process of photosynthesis. Now in this process oxygen is given out by the plant, and also the water, extra water is released in the form of water vapor. Now food which is prepared in the leaves is carried by the phloem tube to the different parts of the plant. So this is the process of photosynthesis. This process can also be represented in the form of equation. See, this is the equation of process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide taken from air by whom? Through stomata. Water from soil through roots, and who carry xylem. Now chlorophyll traps the sunlight, and as a result what is formed? Food, that is glucose. Oxygen and water vapor are released in this process of photosynthesis. So this can be represented as by the equation also. Now tell me one thing children, you all are eating food. Why? To grow, to remain fit and fine, free of diseases. Same way, plant also use the food made by them. How plant use the food made by them? For their growth, for building new cells and to repair worn out cells, for producing new plants. So for all these, plant use the food made by them. Now children, there is an extra food stored in the different parts of the plant, like stem, roots, and this you already studied at the when you were studying the parts of. Now children, the plants store extra food in different parts, that is stem, roots, leaves, fruits and seed. This extra food is called the starch. We an animal eat as a food. Now children, how can you say that the stored food in and this is called the holder, and this is the iodine solution. Now what we have to do? First of all, we have to take a green leaf and you have to boil in the water. So in this first picture, leaf is boiling in this water. Now second step, you have to take some alcohol in the test tube and dip the boiled leaf in alcohol. The leaf which was boiled in the water, now you have to dip in the alcohol in test tube and again put the test tube in the beaker full of water and boil. After boiling, the leaf loses its green color. Loses its green color means a chlorophyll is removed from the leaf and turns colorless. After this, what you have to do? You have to take out the leaf and you have to wash it in the cold water. And after washing in the cold water, you have to place the leaf in a watch glass and you have to put a few drops of iodine solution in it. Now what you will observe? You will observe that the leaves turn into a blue-black color. This shows that leaf contains starch because the leaf turns into the blue-black color. This blue-black color is indicator of the starch. This activity shows that the extra food is starch. Now you all have learned that chlorophyll and sunlight is also necessary for the photosynthesis. What will happen if the plant will not get sunlight? If there is no chlorophyll, then this also I will show you with an activity. So how can you show that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis? For this, what you have to do? You have to take a potted plant with a big leaves and you have to keep this plant in the dark room. Why? So that the starch present in the plant leaves get used up. It is this plant, potted plant is kept for the 3 days. After 3 days, you have to take a strip of black paper. Cover one leaf partly with the black paper strip. Means a part of the leaf you have to cover with the black strip. And now keep the plant in sunlight for 6 hours. After this, you have to keep this potted plant in sunlight. After 6 hours, you have to pluck this leaf and you have to remove the black strip. Pluck the leaf and remove the black strip. And again, as we have done for the presence of starch, we have to repeat the same thing. What is that? First you have to boil the leaf in beaker. Then you have to put the leaf in the test tube and to put some alcohol in it. Then again you have to boil the test tube in the beaker. As the leaf becomes colorless, what you have to do? You have to wash the leaf in cold water. Now, what will happen? Now you have to place the leaf in watch glass and you have to add few drops of iodine solution in it. Now what will happen? You will see the uncovered part, means the part which was not covered with a black strip turns into the blue-black, and the part which was covered with the black strip remain as it is. Why? Why this happened? Uncovered part turns into the blue-black and the part which was covered with the black strip remain as it is because that part did not get the sunlight. That's why that covered part will remain as it is. It does not change into the blue-black color. This shows that sunlight is very necessary for the process of photosynthesis. And same we will do with the same activity we will do with the for the testing the presence of chlorophyll. Now children, chlorophyll, as you all know, chlorophyll is also necessary for the photosynthesis. This I will show you by an activity. Now here also you have to same procedure is there as earlier we have done in the case of starch and sunlight. Now what you have to do here, you have to take a potted plant with big leaves and which have both green and non-green portions like in money plant. Again you keep that pot in the dark room for 3 days and then again in sunlight for 6 hours and then plug the leaf, first boil in water, then in alcohol, and then after when the green color is removed, then wash it in the cold water and then place the leaf on the watch glass and add few drops of iodine solution. What you will observe? You will observe that the non-green portion remains as it is, and the portion which was green turned into blue-black. Why? Why the non-green portion remained as it is after putting the few drops of iodine solution? Because that non-green portion was not having the chlorophyll. That non-green portion was not having the chlorophyll, and where it turns into the blue-black color was having the green portion. Where there was the green portion, it turns into the blue-black, and non-green portion remain as it is. So here so this shows that chlorophyll is also necessary for the process of photosynthesis. Now here I will conclude my session by giving you homework. Revise the topic which we have discussed here, and you have to note down the homework in the rough copy. You have to write the answers in the rough copy. So what are they? Write the different parts of the leaf. Means you have to write only the parts of leaf. Define stomata. What is stomata? You have to write. Write the equation of process of photosynthesis. What is the process of photosynthesis? You have to write in the form of equation. What do you understand by various activities? 3 to 4 activities we have just saw. So what do you understand by that activities? So you have to write that. So all of you note down this